Let's talk about where the Democrats are. We know that there was yesterday a lot of trumpets sounded. I think we had Elizabeth Warren on the show. We were talking about student loan relief, the 40 million Americans who will see some relief because of what the president has decided to do. But there are people in your own party who are in critical races as far as the Democratic control of Congress who are not, it seems, on board. And I will draw your attention to Tim Ryan, who said, while there's no doubt that a college education should be about opening opportunities, waiving debt for those already on a trajectory to financial security sends the wrong message to the millions of Ohioans without a degree working just as hard to make ends meet. It bears mentioning that 53% of Ohioans without a college degree voted for Barack Obama in 2012. 58 with some college or less voted for Donald Trump in 2020. Ohio is a difficult climb for Tim Ryan, for Democrats. He has some momentum right now. Are you worried that this choice to alleviate student debt for 40 million Americans could hurt key Democrats in key races in November?
Look, what Tim Ryan and Joe Biden share in common is a dedication to making sure that every person in this country, whether they went to college or not, has a chance for a better life, to make more money, to improve their life and their family's life. That's why Joe Biden has led the fight to bring back manufacturing jobs to this country. We've brought more manufacturing jobs to this country, most of which pay well and don't require a college degree. We've done more of that in 18 months than we have in the past 10 years in this country. And that's why Joe Biden fought so hard to get the CHIPS Act passed, so we can build more and more of these manufacturing jobs that benefit people, again, whether or not they have a college degree. At the same time, we also want to have opportunity for people who do go to college. As the president noted yesterday, about 40% of the beneficiaries of his student loan plan are people who have the worst of both worlds. They have a lot of debt and they never got their degree. Maybe they went to colleges that weren't that defrauded them. Maybe they just didn't have the money to finish their degree. So helping those people get out of the hole they are in and get back on track in life, enabling them to buy homes and raise families, that's good for our economy. That's good for our country. And that's good for their economic opportunity.